Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Blackblade and welcome back to a brand new vlog series featuring the Seismic Trap build. Now before we get into the build proper and the key items that we're going to use, here are some gameplay videos. So as you can see, the build is okay, it's doing fine. The clear speed is kinda meh, because the Seismic Trap still needs some time in order for it to arm, which means that there's going to be some delays and some management because we only get to have like 4 traps to cast. So yeah, I guess the problem here would be managing all of your 4 traps. I'm not exactly sure if there's an item or a unique suffix or whatever that allows us to add more traps. I guess there is. I just didn't read through it enough, or I didn't get enough time for it. But yeah, the clear speed is great, albeit you need to wait for your charges to come back. During boss fights, depending on which map that you're doing, I guess it's pretty good. I did die over here with this boss because I got one shotted, even though I already met the requirements of 4 point something life. But yeah, still a pretty good skill or a pretty good trap. I do probably not recommend this if you're going to do high levels because again, there is some sort of delay. But if you could, find a way to actually work around with the delays and with the management of your traps, then I guess this could be a good end game build as well. Also, as you can see, it really takes a lot of power in terms of, your computer because there's a lot of things going on in the screen and, it really depends on, what sort of computer you have, if you have a really good graphics card, if you have a really good processor. But if you don't, it can be annoying because there's a lot of things going on in the screen. Your frame or the frame rate of the game really drops. So it's kind of annoying if if you don't have a really good PC. But otherwise, it's still a pretty good skill in my opinion. You just have to wait a little bit. There's some downtime, and I don't think that this is something that's going to be a build that's going to be fast. Again, because of the arming time of the seismic trap. So there's a lot of waiting involved, and but the DPS is pretty good. It's pretty awesome, especially if the seismic trap overlaps on top of each other. When they do activate, that's a lot of damage that you can do, to boss or to the monsters. Plus, it's relatively safe, so you can do physical reflect. What do you call this, maps, and or even elemental reflect maps, because you don't actually take any damage, while again your traps do the damage for you. All right, so with that said, let's get into the build proper. All right, so here we go. Hold on. All right. So we are going to be taking the Saboteur for our Ascendancy class, and we'll be taking the Perfect Crime and then the Chain Reaction over here. Finally, we're gonna take the Pyromaniac over here. Now I'm still working on getting the fourth one, so I'd probably go with I don't know, probably this one, the Born in the Shadows. But since we're not a crit build, you can, if you want to, if you want to go with a crit build, you can take the explosive expert as well. Now for the build itself, we are going to be starting with the damage and energy shield nodes over here, going through evasions and the energy shield, taking the trickery, going down to get the blood siphon, some more life nodes over there. We will be taking the saboteur, the cold hearted calculation. We are going to be going up here to take the expenditures shoots munitions. We are going to take for the trap mastery. We're gonna take 5% chance to throw up to 4 additional traps. Can have up to 5 additional traps placed at a time. 60% increased trap damage and area of effect, and then traps cannot be damaged. That's important because there are some AOE effects from enemies that could actually destroy your trap, and that's going to waste one trap that might be useful or might be able to kill monsters. So traps cannot be damaged. We went down here to take the cold-hearted calculation, the resourcefulness, blood drinker, more life nodes over here. For the life mastery, we took a plus 50 to our additional life, really really helpful. And then we went down over here, take dexterity nodes, and then we are going up here to take all of the trap related nodes, clever construction, and then unstable munitions. Then we're gonna take 5 additional traps can be placed at a time. 60% increased trap trigger area effect. Then we went up over here to take written in blood. Now you can get probably, I don't know. They cannot be frozen if energy shield recharge has started recently. That could be good too. So yeah, it really depends. For me, I just really wanted to get as many life nodes as I can. Finally, we went up over here to take the hasty reconstruction. Again, those are the four trap skills that or additional traps skills that we took. And then we went down over here towards the right side or left side. We took a plus 30 to strength here because of some requirements for the skills or the skill gems. Finally, we got the master sapper. Again, we got another special node over there. We did take the acrobatics. That's going to be the only thing that I think would be helpful to our build regarding the notable skill points. And then we took the survivalist for the +1 to maximum cold resistances. Here we took on our evasion mastery, we took the 100% increased evasion rating from your body armor. So just get as much evasion as you can because this is going to be partially an evasion build. And then we took a socket over here, hair trigger, 20%, 25% increased trap damage, 28% increased trap trigger area of effect. Now regarding jewels, I haven't actually found anything that could be useful for the build. Maybe some life, or if you could find some trap damage, increased trap damage, anything related to either life or or the trap, go ahead and use it. It's pretty close over here if you have a really good jewel or the thing that becomes 5 or 6 stuff, which I'm not really into. So yeah, if you find one, there's a pretty close node over here. Herbalism, and then we took the institution. What is that? Intuition, institution, quick step, finesse, and then more life nodes over here, heart of the oak. And then we went down over here to take more life nodes, thick skin, and then we took the graceful assault. We did go over here to take some frenzy charges. I think I took some frenzy. Oh yeah, I did take some more frenzy charges over there, and then I missed one. All right, there's supposed to be 3 frenzy charges, but regardless, that would depend on you, how you really want to build your character. We took Art of the Gladiator, Bravery, because ignoring all movement penalties from armor is actually pretty good. You're able to move actually really fast, so that's something that I really love to take. And then all of the evasion, life, and evasion nodes over here. I was planning on going with the Constitution here to get more lives, but I did reach the 4.5k threshold for the life. It's now at 4.757, so that's actually pretty good or pretty okay. So if you want to go with a crit build, it's going to be different. I think you still can go with Saboteur for your ascendancy, or you can go with an assassin. It's a totally different build, but the pathing would likely be the same. You'll just be getting more critical strike chance and more critical multiplier nodes like over here. And there's another one. I think there's another one over here. I just probably missed it. I'm pretty sure there's or did they remove it? Alright, so I think they removed it. There's another crit somewhere over here. Oh, there we go. Well, it's a bit far. It's a bit farther now. I remember it being somewhere here. So it's a bit farther. So it's going to depend on, how you want to construct your build. Another critical strike multiplier over here. So yeah, regarding the skill, that's or the skill tree, that's going to be it. So let's go with the items. For our weapons, we are going to be using two cold iron point daggers. It gives us +3 to all the physical based skill gems or spell skill gems, which our seismic trap is. I think this is only level 15, but it has already an additional +6 levels, from both the cold iron point, dual wielding cold iron point. For our helmet, we are going to be using the Devouring Diadem. This is really good because it has a trigger a level 15 Feast of Flesh. That's going to basically give us free life. It's going to consume flesh. So yeah, pretty standard. And also the Eldritch Battery, which comes for free. So basically, wait. Well, depending on what you're casting, because we are using the Lifetap here, so I guess that doesn't really affect us. It does affect our movement skill, which is the whirling blade. So we won't be worrying much about our mana, which is kind of okay. Next, we're going to be using for armor. We are going to be using the Tinkerskin. It's going to be 60 link. If you can't, you can probably have it 5 link because 6 link is a luxury here in Path of Exile. So yeah, if you can't get a 6 link, that's okay. 5 link will be fine. We are going to be using. Hold on. What else? For other items, ring, nothing special, just some life there, additional attributes. Again, this is one of those highest life that I had. Plus, I was trying to min max our resistance. So yeah, any amulet would do. I guess there are some unique amulets that you could use, just as long as you already have your resistance maxed. That's kind of like my priority every time I create a build. So again, nothing really special, just life, resistances, other ring, life and resistances. The gloves is also life, resistances, nothing really special. I guess I'm not exactly sure if it's in the helmet or it's in the boots or it's in the gloves, but there's some mods that add increased trap damage. If you can get that either I'm not exactly sure if it's in the gloves or it's in the boots, but any additional or increased damage with traps, with life and then resistances would be awesome. Belt, nothing really special. I'm using a Stygian Vice over here. Again, life, if you could get some armor and evasion there, that would be good. Additional life again for the Abyss Jewel. Again, try to max out your resistance. That's the most important thing when you're playing this game. Next, boots, nothing really special, just life, movement speed, and then we have resistances. For what's going to be connected to our seismic trap, that's going to be connected to advanced traps, control destruction, trap and mine damage support, brutality support, and then life tap. If by any chance you only get a 5 link, my suggestion would be to remove life tap, because this only adds 17% more spell damage or more damage to our skill. The rest is adding a lot, especially the brutality, control destruction has a lot of multipliers when it comes to spell damage. So with trap and mine damage, and so with wait, hold on. Yeah, advanced trap also has a lot of advantage versus the life tap. So if you're going with a 5 link, I guess the skill that you're going to remove is life tap. You can still cast it again because of the Eldritch Battery that's on our helmet. So yeah. Else we are going to be using Skitterbots, Herald of Purity, War Banner, and then Pride. Next, depending on what golem that you want, I chose the Chaos Golem for the additional 4% physical damage reduction attached to minion life and then blind. Sometimes it works, but I couldn't really think of anything else to attach there. Next is going to be Fortify with Whirling Blades and then faster attacks. Finally, we're gonna have Steel Skin with Vol Grace and then increased duration. I'm not exactly sure what else to put here because I've already run out of mana because of our War Banner and Herald of Purity with Pride. So I'm still thinking of whether the combination of Immortal Call, CWDT, and then increased duration is much better than Steel Skin. But as of how I'm playing it, the steel skin is actually pretty useful because it absorbs some damage before it actually reaches your life. So this one you can control, this one you can't. So I'm still trying to figure out which one is better than the two. So you can experiment, especially on this part, since I ran out of ideas on what to put here ideally. So this could be your like utility, probably utility area for your skill gems. Alrighty then, I guess that's it. The damage of our, hold on, where is it? Yeah, Seismic Trap says here is at 17,196. That's per blow, I believe, of the Seismic Trap, and since it can cast several times because of our skill tree and because of our ascendancy skill node, so that gets doubled or tripled. Plus, if they overlap on each other, again, that's going to be either double or tripled. The damage. Defensively, everything's good. We have an evasion rating of 6,687. I am using a Jade Flask here, so that increases to 11,200 and 62. So plus we also have our Valgrace over here. A lot of evasion going on there, and then of course all of our resistances are capped. We have some avoidance here from stun, and then ignite is 100%, and then shock avoidance is also at 100%. So still a pretty good build in my opinion. It's just that after you cast the 4 traps, you will have to wait for the cooldown, and it's a bit annoying. It's a bit annoying. I hope in the future Blizzard or Blizzard. I mean, GGG would, change the mechanics of this, that once that you cast it, it automatically activates. But no, you have to wait there's an animation, and then it starts to do damage. So it's kind of annoying, but if you can get past that annoying thing that it does, it's still a pretty good, skill or build to play around with. Alright, so that's about it for this episode, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.